pressure. All dependent on having help of peers to keep the pressure on. But you should be aware that peer pressure does not always work alone. Peer pressure has its own friends that go to work when no one else is around. Fortunately for teens, peer pressure also has some more sensible opponents. Watch them at work when we go to the drive-in.
Boy, this movie's really great. Revenge of the Chinchilla Woman.
What are you doing?
A new dance.
Let's, just watch the movie, okay?
Okay.
Hey, Timmy. This is your male ego speaking. Well, come on, make the first move. You don't want her to think you're chicken, do you? Thought I'd find you here. Don't let him talk into anything.
Well, how nice that you're here. I'm glad you are.
Oh, Nancy. Great movie, isn't it?
Yeah, it is the best.
Tell her it would be much better in the back seat.
Do you, want to go in the back seat?
No, I'd much rather stay up here with you, Tim. Go.
That was a good one. Way to go, Tim. She seems to be a little dense. Ask her again.
Do you want to go in the back seat? I mean, with me.
The back seat of your brother's convertible car?
Tell her you can't get pregnant in the backseat of a convertible.
Listen, Nancy. I know you can't get pregnant in the back seat of a convertible.
Tell him sex at your age isn't right for you.
Tim, I'm not worried about getting pregnant. I'm just not ready for sex, period.
Tim, let me tell you something about women. When they say no, they really mean yes. Ask her again. Watch out, honey. Next thing you know, he'll tell you he loves you.
It's okay. You can't get pregnant the first time. Everybody knows that. Anyway, you know how much I love you. I love you so much.
And sex is the only way you know how to prove it, right?
And sex is the only way you know how to prove it.
Tim, I know you can get pregnant the first time. We all took sex education, remember? What's wrong with you tonight? Did the guys hassle you, or what? Oh my God, did you make a bet? Did you?
Say something, Tim. What? You're doing great, honey.
We're almost never alone. And my place is out because my parents are always home. So why not? I do have the car tonight, and I did make a bet. And who will know?
You're doing great, but it looks like a danger zone coming up ahead. Stay cool. Tim, put your arm around her. Start kissing her. Get her in the mood.
I'm in the mood for love.
You're about to go too far, and if you do, I won't let you get away with it. Anyway, Nance knows how to take care of herself.
Tim, will you listen to me?
Okay.
Come on, be a man, don't be a sissy.
Come on, baby, be good to me.
That's it. I've had it. You don't know a good
sit down and watch the movie, please?
Help! Help! I can tell I'm not needed around here anymore.
You know, I know lots of guys like Tim that try to pressure girls into sex, and now I know why you shouldn't. Even if she doesn't want to, you should stop, because you're gonna lose a friend. And how many of us have so many good friends we can afford to lose a good one? Remember, don't pressure her any further. It's your choice when to say no. Keeping a friend is more important than having sex. Learn how to say no to yourself sometimes.
That was one of my favorite scenes. It was also our last example for tonight's science program. I will now turn you over to my distinguished colleague, the famous Dr. Barbara. She has a wonderful radio show that's on next, so I'll say goodnight for science. Stay tuned for the famous Dr. Barbara Show!
Oh, hello all of you out there in Radioland. This is Dr. Barbara, and this is the Dr. Barbara radio show called Honestly Speaking. Thanks again to Dr. Test Tube and her wonderful work at the science lab. This show allows you to call in and ask me questions about your bodies, your preferences, or whatever. Honest questions that you may find difficult asking anyone else. You may be asking yourself, why should we listen to you, Dr. Barbara? Why? I'll tell you why. Well, for the last 45 years, I've been reading up on this stuff. Of course, I'm only 49 years old now. But ever since I was a precocious little kid, and ever since I was just 4 years old, I could not believe the garbage people were telling me. I knew most of it was baloney, so I began reading up on it. Well, enough about me. Oh, let's see what our first caller has to say. Hello, caller number 1. Are you there, honey?
Oh, yes, hello?
Hello, honey. Where are you calling from?
I'm like calling from San Diego, like San Diego, California, you know?
Oh, California! What a wonderful place that is. Now, honey, what's your problem?
Well, about my prof, like since I live in San Diego, I like go to the beach a lot. And all these guys like try to pick up on me because I have these mega mondo boobs.
Honey, they're not boobs. They're called breasts. They're not boobs, jocks, or watermelons. Or any of that garbage. They're called breasts and they're a part of your body. Now that we have you straightened out, go on.
Well, in that case, like since I live in San Diego, I like go to the beach a lot. And all these guys try to pick up on me because I have these large breasts. And they tell me to be loose and float on. But Dr. Barbara, I don't feel loose. Are all girls with large breasts supposed to be loose and float on? Like, I'm really confused.
Honey, it's not the shape of your body or the size of your breast that determines those kinds of things. It's your heart and your mind that determines your morality and attitude about sex. Now, how do you feel when those boys talk to you like that? What do you feel like saying to them?
I feel like saying no, like go surf or something, dude.
Well, you do that, honey, because it's your body and your sexuality, and nobody has a right to mess around with it.
Gee, Dr. Barbara, next time I'll tell him to jump in the surf or something. Thanks a lot.
You're welcome, honey. Now I believe we have lots more callers waiting, so let's move on to caller number 2.
Oh, hi, Dr. Barbara. Oh, hi, are we on the air?
Yes, honey, I can hear you.
Oh, hi, Dr. Barbara. I'm calling from Monticello, Mississippi.
Oh, Mississippi! What a wonderful place that is.
saying not eating is not healthy. And for another, you're wanting to diet for the wrong reasons. Wanting to be thinner and starving yourself are two totally different things. One is losing a few extra pounds to feel better and look healthier. The other is anorexia and bulimia. The diseases that come around usually during the teenage years. Then, for one reason or another, a person isn't feeling too good about themselves. We need to learn about our bodies and accept us for what we are. We can all be models. But we can all be happy and healthy. A hard attitude to get, I know. But you won't be happy until you get it. Remember, if they don't like you just the way you are, that's their problem.
Gosh, Dr. Barbara, that sounds a lot better than getting sick and making it happen. Thanks a lot.
You're welcome, honey. Now let's move on to caller number 3.
Howdy, Dr. Barber. I'm calling from Argyle, Texas.
Oh, Texas! That's where they have all those oil rigs and all kinds of oil?
Well, about my problem. I got this friend, and he's a... We go to school together, and do things like a friend should, right? But Dr. Barber, I'm pretty sure he's weird.
Honey. Honey, if we're talking about a person, it's not good to address them by such bad terms. So let's get it right from the beginning, all right?
Okay. Now, mind you, it don't bother me that he's a...
The term is homosexual.
All right. Now, I got this friend, and we go to school together, and I'm pretty sure he's a homosexual. He doesn't have a girlfriend and doesn't like sports or anything like that. I'm scared. Homosexuality rub off, and here I might get that disease called AIDS. I'm really scared of something, Dr. Barber.
Oh, you mean acquired immune deficiency syndrome. It's a disease that spreads through sexual contact, bodily fluids, blood, and shared drug needles.
So you mean if somebody sweat gets on you or they sneeze on you, you won't get it?
That's right, honey. The virus dies as soon as it hits the air.
Well, I'm glad, Dr. B. We've been friends since the 3rd grade, and I ain't stopped being his friend.
Oh, honey. Have you asked him if he's a homosexual?
Well, no, I just thought that...
You need to ask. Maybe you're wrong.
Thanks again, Dr. B. I ain't stopped being his friend.
Okay, honey. Now, our fourth caller is from Littleville, Kansas, I think.
Oh, Dr. Barbara!
Oh, honey, would you like to take a minute? I'll come back to you.
No, I'll be okay. But my life is ruined. I feel like killing myself.
Honey, suicide's not the answer to anybody's problems. If you could just tell
Dr. Barber?
This is radio, honey. You don't have to give your names or your ages. Not even me.
Dr. Barber, I've got this drip, and it hurts when I go to the John.
It sounds like you may have a case of STD, sexually transmitted disease. Have you been having sex? Do your parents know?
No, I'm only 16.
You should not be having sex if you have an STD. First go to the doctor or clinic and find out what the problem is. Get treated and then think hard about what you're doing, having sex at your age. And have you been having sex with many girls? If you have, you must notify all of them immediately. Girls can get STDs too, and if they have them, it can affect the baby.
Oh, no, Dr. Barber. I only have one girlfriend. I better go tell her right away. Thanks, Dr. Barber.
Yeah, no problem, honey. Oh, they seem to be signaling me from that booth back there. Our time is just about up for today. Tune in next week for the Dr. Barber Radio Show. Oh, I almost forgot. Dr. Test Tube asked me to remind all of you out there in the Radio Land that the facts are always the best and don't even give in to peer pressure, even if it is hard. This is Dr. Barber signing off. Oh, my back is hardly hurt.
But you hurt yourself by going on a binge.
Don't throw up, don't starve yourself. Hey, wise up, think about your health.
Some guys just gotta be muscle bound. They try to be the toughest ones in town.
But you don't have to be so